Hello students, welcome again in the world of chemistry. In the previous class we have discussed chemical classification of matter on the basis of the chemical composition of different constituent particles. Students, we have classified the matter into two categories, pure matter and impure matter. The pure matter is also known as substances and the impure matter is also known as mixtures. We again classify the pure matter or the substances into two categories, elements and compounds. So in this class we will discuss the different type of elements and how to learn these elements. Students, we will first understand some points regarding the elements. This is the first point is that the definition of the elements. Student, elements means the basic form of the matter, simplest form of the matter. It is defined as the simplest form of the pure matter which consists of only one kind of atoms. So elements is the simplest or the basic form of the matter which cannot be further simplified because they consist of only one kind of atom. For example, nitrogen gas consists of nitrogen atom, oxygen gas consists of only oxygen atom. The same way. Students, at present 118 types of elements we are known very well, and these elements are arranged in a systematic way in the modern periodic table. We will see a brief view about the modern periodic table. You have already studied these elements in 10th class in the chapter modern periodic classification of elements. Students, elements are like alphabets of the language of chemistry. Just like 26 letters in the English language, it is essential to understand the language of English. In the same way, elements are the alphabets of the language of chemistry. Student, each element has a particular name and a symbol. Each element has a particular name and a symbol by which it is represented. And the name of the element depends on the name of the atom from which it is constituted. The name of the element depends on the name of the atom from which it is constituted. Each symbol represents one atom of that element. When we write a symbol, for example, when we write Na, it represents one atom of sodium. If we write H, it represents one atom of hydrogen. So, symbol is the abbreviated form or the short form of the name of the element. Atom is the smallest particle of an element which has all the properties of that element. So, atom is the smallest particle of an element which has all the properties of that element. Let's see how to symbolize these elements and what are the different types of elements. You first write down these all points, then we will discuss the symbolization of the different elements. So students, let's see how to symbolize the different types of elements. We know that a symbol is a short form to represent anything, and it is generally the first letter of any name, and this letter is always in capital. You can see that some elements have single letter representation and some elements have two letter representation. So let's see the first case. In general, the symbol of any element is the initial letter of the name of that element. For example, in case of hydrogen, the first letter is H, so the symbol is H and it is always in capital. So H represents hydrogen. For nitrogen, this is N. For oxygen, this is O. For carbon, the symbol is C. Fluorine, symbol is F. Sulfur, the symbol is S. Iodine, the symbol is I. Phosphorus, the symbol is P, and boron, the symbol is B. Let's see in the second case in which we are using two letters to represent the symbol of an element. what is the need of two letters? Student, you can see that carbon, the first letter is C, and in all these cases you can see that the first letter is C. If all these elements are symbolized by the only one letter C, then it becomes very confucius to identify the elements, because these all elements have the initial letter C, which is same. So to distinguish them, we use one more letter, which is any of the second or the third or any of the letter of the name of that elements. Suppose carbon is discovered first and it is given symbol C. When calcium when discovered, then it is symbolized as Ca. Ca means calcium. Chlorine, for chlorine the symbol is Cl. Chromium Cr, cobalt Co, cadmium Cd, cesium Cs, cerium C. In the same way, the elements which are starting from letter B, they are symbolized as, for example, boron is given B, but beryllium is given B. Barium is Ba, bismuth is Bi. Students, be careful writing the symbol of an element. The first letter always be capital. Whatever it is single letter or it is two letter, first letter always in capital and the second letter always in small letter. One more case of the simulation of an element is like this. You can see that the symbol of these elements are not matching with their name. The name is sodium, but the symbol is Na. The name is potassium, symbol is K. Why this happening? It is because these elements, when discovered, they given in Latin language. Their name was given in their Latin language. Since the Latin language is not popular, so that their name were changed into their English name, but their symbol became popular. So symbol are they are using as like, but the name are changed. So be careful about these type of elements. These are 11 elements in which the Latin names you have also been learned. For in the case of sodium, the Latin name is natrium, and natrium Na represent its the symbol Na. Potassium, kalium, the symbol is K. Iron, Latin name ferrum, symbol is Fe. Copper, Latin name is cuprum, so the symbol is Cu. Gold, the Latin name is aurum, symbol is Au. Silver, the Latin name is argentum, symbol is Ag. Mercury, the Latin name is hydrazine, symbol is Hg. Lead, Latin name is plumbum, symbol is Pb. Tin, Latin name is tenum, and the symbol is Sn. Antimony, Latin name is stibum, and the symbol is Sb. Tungsten, this is not a Latin name, this is the German name, and this is wolfram, and the symbol is capital W. So this is the symbolization of the elements, how we symbolize the different type of elements. We should student, this is the part first, how to learn the elements. In this part we have discussed what is the meaning of elements and how to symbolize the elements. In the next part we will discuss how these elements are arranged in the modern periodic table and how we can learn these elements in a systematic way. So wait for the second part of this topic, how to learn elements. Till then, thank you, bye bye.